From stuffed toy bouquets to eccentric art sketches, the night market has it all.
This is our fourth annual festival. There was no night market in Richmond, and my partners and I actually said, you know what, there's an available opportunity. So we took it upon ourselves and started it up, and of course the city was very supportive.
Every day, 18,000 people is snug between these popular aisles, where 200 vendors are spread over 10 acres of a factory parking lot.
In Vancouver, we don't have a lot of nightlife for family, so it is a good place for family, for everyone to come in, for shop, for food, and also it's good to create jobs for the people in Vancouver.
Leather brush is a kind of folkloric art that started in Korea more than 509 years ago. This ancient handcraft is made with a special brush and is easier than what it looks like. Sugar, peanut, and sesame seeds. That's what the dragon's beard candy is made of. In this colorful food tent hides the most popular and peculiar food delights.
It's very healthy because we are need bean. So that's why before my mom, she not feeling good, so she eat a lot of bean, like kidney is good. And then I think, oh, why don't I do that to serve the customer? And then that thing 5 years ago, I tried to come to night market, but a lot of customers support me, so I still stay and then I still serve it. Every year I sell in night market. I really love it.
It's a lot of fun, there's a lot of food, which is always great. My brother's in from out of town, and it was the first day that it opened, so I decided to take him here to show him, the different culture, the different food, and you can buy great stuff for a really great price, and it's just a lot of fun.
Night market, based on our experience, or my friends' experience and research, we found they have quite a large crowd, and we thought we'll get quite a very big exposure here as well. And a lot of families come here with kids, and that's another idea. We thought they will enjoy the food and something different that nobody has ever done it in BC, and this is for the very first time we thought we should be the one to do it.
This is our first day of the night market. First year, yeah, so we're very excited. Yeah, that's right. We brought some Italian food to the table this year, and hopefully people really enjoy it. We're really proud of the food we make, so we wanted more people to try it.
Actually, I'm visiting from Las Vegas, and we decided that visiting the night market, this would be a great time to come. I actually found out before my trip when the night market was starting and planned my trip, around that. But I just wanted to experience, something, very international and cultural, and have a lot of great food.
If you're still trying to find reasons to come, maybe that will convince you.
Really, it's about second chances and new beginnings, I'd say, for people. We're a charity about second chances and new beginnings. Embers stands for, it's an acronym, stands for, take a deep breath, East Side Movement for Business and Economic Renewal Society. And its mission is to create economic opportunities for marginalized individuals in the inner city. We teach, market research and operations, finance,
which is the slippery slope. The class always gets thinner around the finance. And you get people that come out and they do it and they go for it and they're busy and they're occupied and they're purposed and focused, and that's a good thing. So
one of our businesses is Laurel Irons. She's an acupuncturist and also a person who has training in addictions and counseling. And she chose to set up a business in the downtown East Side where she used her acupuncture to help people with addictions and to help them to get over their addictions. So she works with organizations here. And that's like a business with a social mission.
I've never had such a good time working in my life. I took the Build a Business and the Cash Plan program. So the Build a Business program was where I developed my idea into this. Originally I wanted to start a clinic space in this neighborhood and realized that what I actually wanted to do was to go to multiple places in more of an outreach capacity. I'm doing this full time, so 5 days a week full time. I've got 2 or 3 sites every day for 5 days, and it keeps me busy. I was really flailing before in how to talk about my idea and my business and kind of shy about it and nervous, and after going through that program and then applying those skills in my work, I think that was the major success for me.
We'll take people who've already got a business and want to get more training, people who are just trying to figure out if they want to start a business and just exploring the idea. So we have a whole range of people, and it's accessible and affordable. The organization is really about hope. There's lots and lots of hope here. And in the downtown East Side, there's a lot of stories of more sort of desperation and emergency kinds of services. And we're helping the people in the community that are turning their lives around.
Summer nights in Vancouver got a Latin flavor with the sounds of merengue, reggaeton, and, of course, salsa.
Why salsa cruise?
Why not? Just imagine this beautiful weather in Vancouver. Just have fun in salsa. Like you imagine yourself in a warm country with the beautiful people and just can dance.
How to, but it's fun to learn. Okay, yeah, great. Are you planning to learn how to salsa dance tonight? Yeah, not tonight, but yeah, we're gonna do classes, me and my friends, so it'll be fun.
And if you can salsa like this, try some quick salsa lessons.
Actually, I moved here a few months ago, November, and I'm checking out the salsa scene in Vancouver, and so far it's good. I like this salsa cruise. I like salsa music. I'm from New York, so salsa is very popular there.
Well, downstairs they have, you can learn how to salsa dance. In the middle one, you can dance salsa, reggaeton, cumbia, anything upstairs. You're outdoors, you can dance reggaeton. It's a lot of fun.
And then there is the shaking, the feet shuffling, and this kind of outrageous moves that got me thinking, this is the perfect response for my cruise dreams with my midsummer budget.
What would you advise for people who doesn't know how to salsa dance at all?
Well, they have to at least try it once, and then they can learn more and more and more. It's very simple and easy.
What is the secret of a great salsa dancer?
I think it's passion, really enjoying it, feeling it inside. It's just, if you feel it, there's really no certain there's a rhythm, but there's no certain style, whatever you feel, so you go with. Yeah, but I think I would like to have a partner.
Could you see me blushing there?
Right here?
I don't know if I can salsa dance.
And this is a very nice song too.
And if you can't really dance, you can always appreciate the view. Salsa Cruises departs out of Cool Harbor almost every Saturday night during summertime, boarding out of Damon Street. For more information, go to salsacruises.com. Can you show us a little bit of your salsa moves?
Absolutely. Do you want to just partner with me?
Sure.
Let's do that.
This is Gleyse De France from Vancouver for VCommunityTV.
I was at a dinner last night, and one of the questions that we posed around the table is, what did you have for lunch and where did the food come from? And none of us knew the answer.
You need to get closer to your food source. You need to understand where your food is coming from, because one day it's not going to be there and you're going to scratch your head and say, but what do you mean?
You don't want to really be left at the whim of another government or another country or a large company overseas who could shut off the taps from our food.
The reason we have food in our area is because people grow it outside of Vancouver and bring it in. What we really want to see is that wherever you go, you actually know where your food came from. Shared harvest is incredibly simple. You can either put a wanted ad up, or an available ad up, or a donation ad up, or an event ad up.
My landlady has been really supportive throughout the process, and she actually approached me when I moved in and said, I heard that there's this bylaw change and maybe it's crazy, but we could get chickens. And I was so happy because I never thought a landlord would let me do it. So I found out about shared harvest and I posted a wanted ad on there and ended up connecting with this family in Langley within a couple days. So it was a great resource.
There are so many people who can actually benefit from using Shared Harvest site.
I think it will help me for sure. I think it will help me in terms of if I'm looking for something myself, but also I can advertise and tell people this could be equipment that's needed, this could be information exchanged, this could be produce exchanged, this could be cutting down on wastage. You know, someone needs something, someone has something, they come together, it doesn't get thrown out.
After I go to the farmer's market or buy my food locally and I know who produced it, when I open the fridge, I'm not just getting out my vegetables, I'm actually getting out my friends.
There's a huge variety of stuff that is produced in the Fraser Valley and in the Lower Mainland in general, and if Shared Harvest becomes kind of a central hub for this, then the public will be able to just kind of peruse down the website and search what they're looking for any given time and hopefully be able to find it locally.
We're trying to achieve a really vibrant, interactive food system. This site actually is an umbrella, so all those associations can actually be a member and post ads, so that we can cover the whole food system from seed to table.
Un, dos, tres, y... Sometimes I think that Cubans are doomed to start revolutions everywhere they go. I was born in Santiago de Cuba, and I was born in a family that is completely obsessed with music and dance. Dancing salsa was the coolest thing. If you didn't know how to dance salsa, you were a nobody. You weren't cool. And come on, at age 15, who doesn't want to be cool? Now, the move, the proper way to execute it. You have to go 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, stop, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay? Then when the Dile que no happens, just cross, and then for the scat to be that, you know. No, it's a sexy look. Here in Canada, you can lead your life in all kinds of different directions, and that is priceless. But personally, it depresses me to see how unhappy people feel about themselves and their lives in a country like this, where the most basic things we have are unattainable to most of humankind, and they just haven't found a source of joy in their lives.
Alegra los corazones y nos alivia el dolor, porque mi son es de los grandes cantores, porque en mi son la melodía es mejor, y cuando escuchas con atención su mensaje, no caben dudas que es de mi Cuba el mejor, y es que en mi son suenan los grandes tambores, y es que en mi son la melodía es mejor, y nos deleita con las más bellas canciones. Mi son de Oriente es de este mundo el mejor.
We are human beings, and life in Western society tends to push us apart from what it means to be human. The loneliness, being anonymous, and you know, the obsession with living in your own bubble, and this overemphasis on individuality and the self and the self and the self and I. And we're not here because we were thinking about just ourselves and our eyes. We're here because we were together, and this is what we really need. The moment that starts happening, you will see people feeling happier, because it's all about community. Men are in a critical position. It's just sad what's happening to men out here. I mean, these little boys are being taught that dancing is sissy, that dancing is for women. And with that type of mentality, you grow up to be a man who doesn't have a sense of rhythm. You have no connection with your body, and that really makes a difference on how you feel about yourself. Back home, women expect men to know how to dance. If you don't know how to move your hips in Cuba, you're considered useless. And the logic is, I mean, what am I going to do? This is a woman thinking, what am I going to do with a guy who doesn't know how to use his hips? We do have a different approach towards sexuality. We feel very comfortable with it because we accept that it is, part of our human nature. It is what we are, and we don't deny it. We don't repress it. You have to feel that passion. I think I'm ready.
There is something special about salsa, and I can't pinpoint it. It makes my life more fun, and I love Julio's classes because I crack up every time I come.
Let's break it down.
If everybody was dancing salsa, we would have a lot more hip movement down Robson Street.
I think salsa brings people together, from very different backgrounds, and for maybe 3 minutes, which is one song, you dance, you have a good time, and then off you go, and then again, and you get to, and then sometimes from 3 minutes it becomes a friendship.
Actually, this is a picture taken the day before I left for Canada, and here's my mom and my dad. There's myself. Years ago. When I left Cuba, I was very excited. I was concerned for my mom because I'm her only child, and she's one of those mothers that, she's lived for me. I got a great lesson about love because, to see the one person you love the most leave and let them go, knowing that you could have held them back, to me that is an act of love. When I was going to hop on the plane, I wanted them to feel happy for me because I was heading towards something I very much wanted. So that is why I made a huge effort, and when I look back, I gave them the best smile I could pull off because that is how I wanted them to see that I felt. I wanted them to see that I was really happy. I don't want to see anybody going.
No, but my direction is the other way. That's the one that I.
Well, I'm sorry.
I can't do.
Time to learn it the right way.
Oh.
Okay? And some people are serious about it, especially my family. They saw a TV show where everybody, there was this lineup of people, and everybody grinding, the band playing, and then there is this blonde woman at the very beginning of the, and she's going the other way. She's like going the other way. And I still remember everybody. For this move, make an exception. You know what I want, okay? You know what I want.
Mira como yo te traigo a que este ritmo suavecito y cadencioso.
I've just been having fun all along, and all these things have been unfolding. We just need a little bit of a cultural revolution. What Cuba has is spirit, and that is what I want you to, what I want you to see, what I want you to embrace. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3 y.
record deal. Our label suggested we change our name because there was a bunch of other bands with the same name, Mother. So we just, instead of like losing the momentum and being called something different altogether, we just stuttered. Yeah.
Called it mashup, and it was never really a term that I really got behind. It was just sort of the term that people could connect with, like trip hop or acid jazz or whatever, you know what I mean? It's like, so, but for me, it's, you know, when people are like, oh, I'm a mashup DJ, it's like, I've never called myself that, because mashing up music is just mixing music, and that's what a DJ should do. So it's like a bit redundant of like, I'm a mixing DJ. Well, that's what DJs do. I love Canada. I love BC. I played Shambhala. I played Telus Festival. I played a whole bunch of different spots up here. Oh, you know, from Nova Scotia all the way to Victoria. So I've actually sort of covered, you know, Canada.
How was your night last night, man?
Holy macaroni.
Wow, what a festival, eh?
Absolutely. Yesterday we frolicked around the festival. It's an amazing festival.
We were here till like midnight last night. And
No way, yeah.
It was just
Z-Trip.
Oh,
oh my God.
Wow,
that was
good,
so
dude.
sick.